What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome into the CHGO Bulls podcast. Coming to you live from our studios downtown Chicago in the West Loop. I'm Peck. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Peck. My guy, Big Dave, BAM, BAWL Sports. We are CHGO_Bulls. Will the Go Gottlieb still on vacay. We're all about to have a little turn taking on vacays. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm glad to be at work today.
Yeah.
You know why?
I do, and that's why I'm going to be quiet.
Because for the first time in forever, we are back in studio with the young goat, Joey Spathis. Hi, Joe.
Hello, Matt. How are you?
I'm in a better mood than I've been in weeks because of our hug an hour ago.
It was nice.
True.
It was great.
Way better mood.
I've got a proposed nickname for my own self here.
And he comes back.
And here we go.
Firing. All right.
Okay, so when I was at camp, somebody tweeted at me, and by the way, this is it. We've done like 3 Joey is back episodes, so it's fine now. I'm back.
The first 2 were remote. That doesn't count.
I agree, but somebody tweeted and said they miss the dulcet tones of my voice.
Okay.
Dulcet tones, Spathis.
Dulcet. So what's your proposed nickname? Joey
Dulcet tones.
No, Joey Dulcet Tones is too long of a nickname.
Yeah,
I like Joey Dulcets.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Which
Joey
is not a
Dulcet's
word.
better. Yeah, it's not. It's not at all, but Joey Dulcet.
To put an S on it, I'm pretty sure that's not a word.
No, you're right.
We'll workshop it.
Hey, Joey Tones.
I just
Joey
wanted
Tones
to.
is actually pretty good.
Joey Tones.
Does that
Sounds like I'm a
too
mobster.
similar, though, to Joey Fatone from NSYNC?
Oh, you're going for a deep cut. I don't even know if he knows who that is.
Do you
I know
who Joey
NSYNC.
Fatone is?
Yeah, in sync. He just said it.
You just said it, right?
Had I not just said it, would you have known who that is?
Well, yeah, because I think you've said it before, actually.
Give me 3 NSYNC songs. Okay, give me 2.
Bye, bye, bye. And
I want it that way. No, I'm messing with you.
I don't know.
That's BSB.
It's all right. No,
Yeah,
I know. Really?
I do. I
didn't know
mix
that?
them up. I mix up the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. I'm guilty.
It's all right, man. All right, say all the small things. Like,
No, that's Blink 182.
Maddie Legend in the comments said, this is why you can't nickname yourself. I mean, I have no problem with Joey bestowing more and new nicknames upon himself.
Yeah, but they have to be bestowed.
They got to be good.
Yeah, they got to be bestowed upon him. All the good ones are bestowed upon you. You know, you don't really make your own nicknames. This is one people actually give and,
It's true.
hand to you.
It's like if a Bulls player tried to give himself a nickname instead of letting Stacy King
Yes.
genuinely
Yes.
and earnestly give him that nickname.
Very, very true. Yes. Like, I didn't name myself Big Dave. It was given. It was handed. I got it honest.
You did not get the nickname Good News.
Yes. This is true.
Horace Grant gave you that nickname.
This is true. He handed it right to me. That's what he did. And we call you, what they call you, Burke Heinrich. And I got a million Peck nicknames for you, like all the time, man. Tons of Peck nicknames I have, man. Segway Peck, like all of them.
That
so
might
many.
be my favorite.
There's so many. There's so many, dog. Like, yeah, we'll go through them.
Speaking of so many, before we dive into our fun stuff today, it's CHGO Ranks Week, and it's been a lot of fun so far.
Okay.
There are so many things that you can get at discounted prices right here at CHGO. First of all, it is our countdown to kickoff CHGO merch sale going on right now, where you can get all of our T-shirts and our hats for $24 a piece.
What? If I was drinking my water, I would have spit it out.
$24 a shirt, y'all, for the countdown to kickoff CHGO merch sale going on now. Head to that merch locker on our CHGO website. Pick out some new ones. I just picked out some new ones for myself.
Yeah.
I got the 98C Bedard one.
Ooh.
I got the.
I got that one. Yeah.
So I'm rocking today the CHGO basketball retro one. I got the Blackhawks version of this one.
Yes.
I'm excited for that. I got the Bear Down Bear with the dreads and the headband.
Nice.
For football season.
That is a good one.
And I got the CHGO written in Wrigley Ivy one.
Ooh.
I got 4 new shirts.
Nice, man.
Discounted prices.
Saving money.
I'll give you a shirt for a grilled cheese. Thank you, Joe.
Joe's back. Joe's back.
Obviously, the discount on top of the employee discount.
Yeah,
it's a great
Nothing
deal.
to sneeze at there, buddy.
But even for y'all out there in Bulls Nation, $24 a shirt right now for the countdown to kickoff sale. Speaking of discounts, also going on for the current 48 hours that started today, going on through tomorrow.
Yeah.
We are for the first time ever offering discounted price to sign up to become a CHGO diehard.
Discounts.
Look at that. There you see it
is
if you're watching on
amazing.
YouTube. Usually $79.99 is the price for an annual membership. We have knocked that down to $60 for this 48-hour-long sale.
Knock it down.
Now is the time. The Bears play football in a week and a half.
Shut up. It's a week and a half?
Bears-Packers.
What?
And you know what's going on?
What's happening?
It's our first of many CHGO tailgates.
Oh, I
Our
can't
guy
wait.
Jake,
What?
CHGO GM just dragged the official
around,
CHGO tailgate sign, the banner, into our conference room and showing it to us through the glass door right now.
Listen, I was just
Looks
telling
like it's
Jake
seen better
that
days.
I am worried.
Yeah. You know what that means is we had some dope-ass tailgate parties last season.
No, I was just telling him I am worried about him. Same way I'm worried about you this season for the Bears. Because, Joey, you haven't seen this before, but Matt is all in this season on the Chicago Bears. You've never seen an all-in Matt Peck since you've been here, dog. And I'm concerned for what you're about to see, dog. Like, it's about to be something.
What will that entail?
Ooh, you've seen him mad, right?
Yeah.
Now see him happy, but happy in a meatheadish way.
But right on the edge of at any moment being mad.
There's no edge.
Okay, so the frequency of yelling is increased.
Yes,
the
very much so.
frequency of vulgarity in the yelling is increased.
Throwing shit.
With an option on throwing and breaking shit.
Yeah.
But there could be
Not just my
positive.
hat.
Is there ever positive yelling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
If the Bears score a touchdown at a big moment in a big game, I will be bouncing off the walls screaming until my lungs run dry.
But I don't know if you're ready to see that, Joe. Like, I don't know, man.
What do you mean? I'm ready to see that.
You sure?
You guys threw me into the fire.
Was you ready to see that?
March 4th, 2022, we're in the Bulls are in the playoff race.
Yeah.
You guys are Big Dave's throwing me up in the air on a Tristan Thompson dunk. Like, I've seen Matt pretty far in. The Bulls have played in playoff games.
Yeah, you've seen him far in I don't know. That wasn't it.
I guess you're right. He was half in, half out.
Half in, half out.
And by the time the Bulls Bucks playoff series rolled around, I was like,
we were done.
Yeah.
He was happy to win. You know what I'm saying? He was happy to win a game. Yeah. He was
I know.
excited,
it's like weird. It's like I left. Everything was to shit, and now it's like Bears season's coming. The Cubs are all of a sudden in a division race, and it's like things are real. It's good. It's fun.
All in Jake and all in Matt will be something to
Jake's
behold.
a different level of all in.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Jake is somewhere else, bro. He's going to be up 5 a.m. that day.
I'm concerned for his health if the Bears are not good.
I know. See, literally same things I say about Matt.
Dude, and the fact that we're hosting the Packers week 1.
Yeah.
Man.
He's in, bro.
I might accidentally commit manslaughter that Sunday.
Yeah, Joey.
If I come across,
you're not ready, Joey.
If I come across any Packers fans,
see, Joey think he knows.
Is that accidental?
You're ready to see it.
Know.
You ain't ready, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, listen, heed my warning and advice.
I mean,
it's gonna be something.
I don't know if Joey knows the story of that time when I was living in New York with my brother.
I've heard the story. The bar,
right?
Watching the playoff game,
and I just sat there and watched a Packers fan almost die and did nothing.
Maybe I might have been thinking of a different story.
I don't know if you're ready, but it's gonna happen.
I might not be, but I better be soon.
It's gonna happen, dog.
You know what kind of behavior that is?
What is that?
That's diehard behavior.
Bam.
Sign up before week 1, Bears Packers, to become diehard. So, amongst all the other benefits that include our premier content that's behind that paywall, the best of the best, including all that great stuff from our Adam Hogue for Bears coverage this season.
Shout out.
Access to the diehard members only Discord channels for all of our Chicago teams. Discount, 20% discount every time you shop at that CHGO merch locker, plus the free shirt you get when you sign up. Discounts to our happy hours, discounts to our takeovers that are coming up again for the Bulls and the Blackhawks this season.
Oh, yes.
And discounts to our Bears tailgates this season.
Boom.
And you can get it all for the very affordable discounted price of $60 if you sign up right now. That is $5 a month.
That's a
to be a CHGO diehard.
No, that's seriously a really good ass deal. Like, straight up, you guys should get down on this and enjoy being a diehard along with us. I can't wait to see y'all at these tailgates, at these takeovers. Listen, that Bears tailgate is going to be something. Woo! All right,
I'm going to be a nervous ball of energy.
Bro, there is nothing.
And I'm going to address my nervousness by drinking.
Yes.
So I'm sure that's going to make it better.
That's going to make it so much better. It's going to calm him right down.
And it's the late afternoon kickoff slate.
Oh, so he's going to be drinking. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. What time's the tailgate? What time does the tailgate start?
Jake, what time's the tailgate start?
Early.
Noon?
Before noon.
Yeah, before noon.
Jesus.
It's going before noon.
Get ready.
Lord have mercy on us.
Yeah, it's going to be one. It's going to be fun, and I expect to see all of y'all there. come hang out with us.
That
man.
is
Come
good,
have
though.
drinks with us. It's gonna be a good time.
I don't think we had one in that time slot last year. They were all at the noon games. It was like wake up early, wake up early, play bags with Peck's friends while I drink a 10% beer and embarrass myself playing bags.
Sounds about right. I don't see what it'll be different this time.
Like this time it will be like noon.
You'll be doing
so
that in the afternoon?
Yeah, but you can have like a beer at that point. Like it was like aggressive drinking going on so early.
Yeah.
I was like,
those morning tailgates are tough.
Yeah, it's like
I was fashionably late to one of them.
Okay.
Because I was out real late the night before.
Fashionably late is that's like 3 hours late.
Fashionably late is when you show up.
I showed up.
That's what
you missed maybe 75% of the event.
I showed up just in time to help y'all clean up.
That's fashionably late. That works for him.
It's nice
because he did something.
Tyson in the comments said Fields going to carry my fantasy team to a chip. You and me both.
11 a.m. is when the tailgate will start.
11 a.m.
11
there
a.m.
you go.
Thank you.
11 a.m. Week 1.
He's
Bears,
so
Packers.
excited. Look at him. Look at Jake. He's so happy. Look at him.
He's pounding on the glass.
Pounding on the glass
of our conference.
It's a glass case of emotion.
Man,
he's so ready, dog.
Week 1.
I can't wait to watch it all, honestly, man. Because I'm not at meathead level yet. I'm not there. I'm not at meathead level yet.
Yeah.
I'm about 75%. I'm not at full Matt Peck meathead level yet. So Joey's never seen me at full meathead either. You know what I mean? Like I'm not there yet, but I'm in, but I'm just watching. I'm watching.
It's a dangerous and fun place to be.
Because there's no turning back. When you're a meathead, there's no turning back. There's no whatever or maybes. It's all full steam ahead.
Bears are going
you get
17-0.
You get off. Justin Fields 5,000 yards, 58 touchdowns, 2 interceptions to himself.
I'm so far gone. My Bears optimism has not been this high in a while, and it's dangerous.
I'm very excited for you, man. I am.
And it'll be fun because that'll make the last little part of us waiting for the Bulls fly by.
That's true.
We're now in the late summer drags of Bulls offseason where it's like, oh, my God, we've been in the offseason for 4 months.
Yeah.
Once we get Bears Sundays back, we're going to blink, and it's going to be like, oh, my God, tip-off, regular season opener, it's here.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait.
It's going to be fun.
I can't wait. It's always a good lead-in. The Bears are always a perfect lead-in to Bulls season, no matter where they are. But it's just this year that we expect them to actually be something. It's going to be even a better lead-in, man. It makes it fly by faster. It really does. It makes it fly by faster.
Anthony mentioning that ESPN's already on that Jordan Love bandwagon. Of course.
Yeah, an amazing preseason, which I care nothing about. Do you not remember Khalil Mack walking in off the street and having one of the greatest performances we'd ever seen a defensive player have?
The Packers and the Jets are both going to go 3-14, and it's going to make me so freaking happy.
Which one will make you happier?
Packers.
Packers? There you go.
Packers are...
Not you, Joe?
Packers are the enemy.
Not you, Joe?
I also want to see Rodgers fail.
You know, I don't know how much of the hate right now is like, it's some of it is Packers, but I don't know if I just... Rodgers occupied so much of that for me in the later years.
It doesn't bother me because it's not even in my conference. He's way away on another side of town.
It's like when LeBron went to the Western Conference.
Of course I want the Packers to be worse for the sake of the Bears. Yes. But it would be sweet for just the petty purposes of watching Rodgers fail. Like
it's happening in the Petty Pack.
Well, yeah. Petty Pack also wants the Packers to fail for the same reason because it's dual channels of joy that hit my, whatever neurons in my brain.
Watching the Packers hopefully finally not have a season where their quarterback throws for infinite amounts of thousands and thousands of yards would just be nice.
They're not allowed to have any more of those.
No, they're not. No. You deserve a break.
It's like most of the post-Dynasty Bulls. It's like we're just not allowed to have nice things.
Yeah, we
had our turn.
I understood the price I paid. I get it. I get the price I paid, and I would pay it again. I get it. I mean...
Speaking of the Bulls dynasty, we are going to mention a few of those names in our agenda for today.
Woo!
And I promise we'll get there. We'll get there now. But that was a fun 15 minutes talking about randomness, discounts, and Bears football. So we're doing this thing, CHGO Ranks Week. We are one day at a time releasing our top 25 all-time Chicago athletes this week. We did 25 through 21 yesterday, 20 through 16 today. And which, by the way, shout out to Derrick Rose, the first Bull making the appearance on the list, number 19.
Too low.
Some people think too low.
Too low.
On top of that, we are having fun across all of our various CHGO team coverages this week doing other rankings because rankings are fun, and especially if you're in the offseason, as we are here in the NBA, why not? So Big Dave kicked around a bunch of ideas, and they're so much fun that we might do a few more of these throughout the rest of the offseason.
Yeah.
But the one that I wanted to start with in the group of ideas that you posed to us was the top 10 best trash talkers in Chicago Bulls history. Speaking of Bears, Packers, and rivalries and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Trash talking.
Trash talking.
It is one of my favorite things about being a sports fan.
Oh, God, yes.
Is watching guys on the teams that I root for talk their shit.
Yes. Yes. It's one of my favorite things to see.
So enjoyable.
And especially when you get that victory on top of that.
And then it gives you as a fan who did nothing to help the victory itself. It gives you the right to talk shit to the fans of the team you beat. And God, it's so fun.
God, just even going back to those Bulls championships, man. I know you remember the last three, but, just that feeling of invincibility when you will walk into a stadium knowing like, we're whooping your ass.
Oh, my God.
And then even if we lose, I'm like, we'll see you in the playoffs. Don't worry. And then the ass whooping comes in the playoffs like we told you it was coming.
I had some extended family members that lived down in Orlando that were talking shit to me and my brother and our family after that 95 series against the Magic. The failed MJ comeback playoff run. When we went back and swept their ass in the conference finals the following year. Woo!
Let them have
that was maybe when Petty Peck was born at a very young age. Talking to my much older family members who I should be showing respect to. And I was like, no.
See, I think that's where you learn.
Close your ears. I'm about to fire off some shit.
You about to hear your son go to a place you never heard him go before. But I think that's where it starts, is in the home. Because I remember my Aunt Mary, rest her soul, she was in Detroit. And so when the Pistons were whooping the Bulls behind, let us have it. I'd be like, why she's getting on us like this so much she would let us have it. But when it was time, when that sweep happened, I gave that first phone call, Matt. First phone call was to my beloved Aunt Mary, and boy, that was a fun night. And continue to just let her have it over and over and over again throughout the years, man. And Knicks fans who are like that, just letting them have it constantly. It's always fun, man. No, it's fun. It's so much fun, dog. It really is. You guys should try it.
So let's do it. Let's start out. We're going to start with number 10, count our way all the way down to number 1. I'm guessing y'all out there have a pretty good guess as to who number 1 on our list of the best ever Bulls trash talkers is.
Safe.
We're not going to throw y'all a curveball on that one.
Safe to say.
Number 10 is funny because we were just talking to him yesterday. Number 10 on our list of Bulls all-time trash talkers, Stacy King. Shout out.
Legendary.
Whose Bulls tenure as a player was from 1989 when the Bulls drafted him to 1994. Joey's calling timeout.
Timeout.
What's timeout?
Look at this. Look at this comment here.
What comment are we looking at, Joe?
Shirtless Wonder here.
Is he out there?
He's not out there.
Let's go. Come on outside, Shirtless
Wonder. He went diehard today.
Come on outside, Shirtless Wonder.
He bought in.
Up to be a diehard today,
Come
y'all.
on outside.
We love you,
Bring
Shirtless.
the green hat, too, when
you're
you're out there.
We're going streaking.
Come on out here, man.
We love you.
Oh,
we love you.
That's
also,
our guy,
that was
man.
another development while you were gone, Joe.
Good time out, Joe.
Shirtless Wonder promised to come by the studio sometime.
Yeah, didn't I tell you this?
You told me.
I did. Okay, yeah.
Sorry to throw the timeout there.
No, that was a perfect timeout,
Back to
sir.
Stacy. Back to Stacy.
We call timeouts for Shirtless Wonder out here, dog. Timeouts for the Wonder.
We are actively monitoring the window to see if he appears.
We're actively
I
monitoring
keep
the
looking
window.
over my shoulder to see if he pops out.
We'll see if he's here. We'll see if he's there or not.
Goodness.
If he's not, and he might be at work, shout out to his bar at the store as well. But yes.
God, I love that. I love when people tell us they signed up to become a diehard.
It's fun, man.
That's dope.
It's fun stuff, dog.
Appreciate you, man.
That just made my goddamn day.
Kevin the Shirtless Wonder for the win.
Shirtless Wonder, baby.
So I feel like what makes me happy about putting Stacy in this list, sneaking in at the number 10 spot, we know that he was a big trash talker when he was a player.
Yes.
He thought he was hot shit in college, and it's because he was hot shit in college.
He was the man.
And then he got the NBA and joined a team that was already like, you got MJ, you got Scotty, you got Horace. The Bulls were up and comers.
Right.
They were contenders.
Right.
And Stacy came in, and it's like you've heard him relay the stories over the years. He came into those practices as a rookie and was like, I'm better than all y'all.
Yeah.
To his own teammates. He was talking shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And the fact that now he is still such a beloved part of the Bulls organization, Bulls family. Bulls fans love this guy and listen to him on the call every night. And part of it that adds to his, I think, resume for this topic of the best ever Bulls trash talkers is that he likes talking shit when he's on the mic, doing color commentary for these Bulls games.
Yes.
Long into his retirement years,
Yeah.
he's still on our show yesterday. He was running his mouth about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I love it.
He's trash talking me a little bit.
Yeah, and that was the best part. First of all, both my brothers hit me up and told me that show was amazing. They were like, dude, that was one of the best shows I've ever done. They loved it. It was amazing. I heard back a lot of feedback from that show. So shout out Stacy King for coming on and doing that with us. But yeah, his levels of trash talk are absolutely insane. And one of the reasons he was another integral part as to why the Bulls were able to finally beat Detroit, because the Bulls were not talkers. And when he got here, the first game that he played, he ended up in a fight against the Pistons, fighting them, all right, and talking plenty of shit. So he did not care. You know what I mean? Stacy King was going to talk and let you know constantly, all right, from his tenure but rookie season to his tenure when he left the Bulls, he was talking to his tenure where he is now, and you see what he is.
Right.
It's all been him the entire time, dog, and we love him for it, dog. We miss you, Stacy, in the game. Excuse me.
Right.
We miss you playing ball, bro, because I'm talking about you was the enforcer, but then we'll talk about them at the same time. That's my kind of Gundam match.
Dude,
I love it.
Absolute Gundam, and it's such a blessing to Bulls fans that we still get that Gundam on the sideline on that broadcast table every night.
Gundam style. Yeah. Like that, Joe? Yeah.
I don't know. Joe might be too young to know what Gangnam Style is.
Come on.
Didn't that song come out in like 2004?
No. I was like in 8th grade, but broke the billion on YouTube.
Don't say the grades you're in. That depresses Matt every time you tell him the grades you're in when something comes out, man.
Yeah, but that was like, I was like, you know, it's not like I was like barely on the cusp of remembering it. It's like I remember it well.
I bet you Baby Joey know.
Gangnam Style came out. Okay, I was wrong. In 2012.
It was 13.
He was 13. See, what you keep doing that to him? Look at him. Look at that. Oh my God.
Jesus,
great child.
Such a child. Okay, that's number 10 on our list. Stacy King. We got to take our first break. We made it through one. We'll come back and get through some more. While we are sharing some words from our friends and sponsors, do us a quick, simple favor. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're enjoying today's content, make sure you're subscribed to the CHGO Sports channel. Sign up to be a diehard, just like our friend, the Shirtless Wonder. Today's show brought to you by one of our newest sponsors that we're very excited about, Splash Sports.
Splash.
Dude, football pick'ems. They are just hours away.
Yeah.
So excited.
Yeah.
CHGO through Splash Sports now this season will have a weekly pickaxe and NFL Survivor contest for everyone to participate for real dollars, y'all. I just made my picks earlier today. I'm signed up.
Pick 'em pick.
Try and beat me. You can enter by following these very simple instructions. Head to splashsports.com/CHGO. You can find the link in the description and sign up an account. Deposit cash to get started. You can pick however much you want to get started. It's only $10 to enter each of these contests that we at CHGO are hosting and running. There's the CHGO Weekly NFL Pick Contest. First prize on that one gets you $2,700. Second prize payout, $1,800. Third prize payout, fourth prize payout, all the way down to 10th prize, still getting $270 for a $10 buy-in. If you are good at those weekly NFL picks kind of contests, sign up, join ours, see if you can beat us for a real payout. And then, of course, we're also doing a CHGO Survivor contest.
Yay.
Everybody loves those Survivors.
Of course.
I made my picks this morning. I feel good about them. I avoided picking the Packers or Patriots or Cowboys to win at any time. Also, Jets. Did not pick any of them
to the list.
for the entirety of. I made all of my picks for the entire season of Survivor, and also never picked.
Wait, you already picked the entire pool?
Yeah, you can change them if you want week to week.
You don't have any feel of like, you know, like you want to see how some teams are doing,
Right.
like, you know, like, right. Okay.
Right.
So I assume it's going to change a little bit. You like
preliminary picks
all
the way through.
He's outside. Charles Wonder came out. Charles Wonder came out.
I can't put the camera on
Charles Wonder came outside. Rocking the green hat.
Rocking blue shorts and a green hat.
And the green hat.
I love that.
He went back in, though. He had to go back in.
He's gone.
He had to go back in.
It's like the Lockness monster.
It is. He came out and waved and went back.
They did a new, very thorough search to try to find Lockness earlier this week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they came up empty.
Oh,
shocker. But yeah, it was like all over people's news feeds. Like, they're going after Lockness again. Anyway, back to Splash Sports. We're going to be running these contests all year, these weekly contests, so be sure to keep that link handy, the one that is splashsports.com/CHGO. You can find them in our YouTube episode descriptions. And you could also, if you feel like it, start and run your own contest. Maybe you're tired of being the commissioner of your season-long fantasy league because it's too much work. Trust me, I know. I'm the commissioner of 2 leagues. It's exhausting.
The man.
Chasing people down for their checks, making sure that they're making their lineups every week.
He loves it.
And you don't get any of the reward for all that hard work. Sign up to become a commissioner at Splash Sports right now and earn money for the contest you're already running with your friends and family. Head to splashsports.com/CHGO to join in. We'll have different contests coming out, so we are stoked to compete with and against y'all. Be sure to click our link in the description.
Splash! And you know what? Let's say you want to come on down to the tailgate. I hope you all do. And you fresh new diehard members. Shirtless Wonder, hope to see you at the tailgate, sir. Shirtless Wonder, Lawrence. He came outside and everything to say, hey, this is amazing. He's now a diehard. But yes, you know what? You know how you can get there? You're going to need yourself a vehicle. You know, you could Uber it down, but I say get yourself a vehicle, man, because the wintertime is on the way. You want to be inside of something with some heat, and you know who can get that to you? My main man, Ray, at Ray Chevy. All right? He gets it done, and he's in Fox Lake, and he's just joined the CHGO team. And, of course, he's got something I really like, Matt. He's got the Ray Price Promise. You know what that is? That means the price that you see when you're clickety-clacking online and you see that price, you're like, that's a good-ass price. You know what? You go to Ray, he going to look, he going to say, that's the price you're going to get today. You know, because, you know, sometimes you go to the dealership and you say, hey, I found this price. And they'll say, well, are you military?
No. It said $12,999, but it's actually $18,999.
Well, that's minus the discount fee for farmers. You know, we can't do that. You're not a farmer. You're going to have to go ahead and pay that extra price. Oh, wait, you're saying
how do you know I'm not a farmer?
How do you know, sir? Well, you don't have your farmer's license. No such thing. How dare you? But guess what? You ain't even got to lie about it or mess with it or anything like that at all. Because the Ray Price Promise means you going to get whatever that price is online, that's what you are going to have. Ray will do everything possible to find additional savings for you, which they may make the price lower than you see online. So he might give you the price online and say, you know what? Let me drop that $50 more for you. Let me throw you extra $200 for you, something like that. Let me throw in some extra for you. Ray is trying to get you in a fly ride for a great price, man. Because right now, they got over 100 brand new Chevy Trax models available. Starting at 21 G's, baby. That's a pretty goddamn good deal. So get on down to my man Ray Chevy, because now through August 31st, all buyers can qualify for 0% financing, make 0 payments until 2024. And just because he's Ray, he said no money down on top of that also. Ray, that's how he roll with that, man. And best of all, pay 0 hidden fees, of course, with the Ray Price Promise. So visit Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake or raychevrolet.com, serving the community since 1963. Find new roads and let them roads lead you right to Ray Chevy. My man, Ray.
I like how instead of just the normal it's there for you rhyme of community and 63, you went community and 63. That was some nice work.
Yeah, normal's not what I do. That. I don't do normal, man. You know this by now.
With Ray.
Normal's not my friend.
With Ray. Communities, Ray's community for 63.
Are you putting a smoothness on this? We can barely hear you. Speak up.
Well, no.
Those are the dulcet tones.
It's Ray's community 63. Ray.
You got to put some stank on it, Joe. That's all.
All right, well, I'm trying here.
Yeah, get that.
Not a mid-season, not a mid-season form.
Not a mid-season form.
Yes. We'll get there.
Moving along.
Yeah.
Number 9 on our list of the top 10 best trash talkers in Bulls history. Our man, he's balling for Team USA right now in the FIBA World Cup. Bobby Crazy Eyes Portis.
Yes, Lord.
When your nickname is Crazy Eyes, you're probably going to be making an appearance on a top ranking list of the best trash talkers.
This is a fact from the beginning. He's been like this since he got here. When I would watch tape of him in Arkansas, that's all he was doing, scoring and yelling at people about it and letting them know. When he got here, scoring and yelling at people. When he went to Washington, scoring and yelling at people. Went to Milwaukee, scoring and yelling at people and winning a ring. So Bobby Portis has been who he is for a very long time, man. And you have the pleasure of even hanging out with young Bobby Portis. So.
I did. I watched him absolutely work my former Locked On Bulls co-host, Jordan Malley, shout out to him, on the bowling lanes at King's Bowling because it was like a silly little thing that Bobby did in one of those like rapid Q&A things that they put up on the Jumbotron at the UC. And it was like something that most people don't know about you. And Bobby was like, I'm one of the best bowlers in my region. I don't know how they qualify regions of the NBA compared to bowling regions. But Jordan was like, he started talking shit about it. I was like, dude, I bowled very competitively in college. I think I could take Bobby on the lanes. And then Bobby saw a couple of our tweets from our Locked On Bulls podcast account. And Bobby quote tweeted and was like, name the time and the place. So we got in touch with him, got in touch with his people, set it up.
Yeah.
I watched Bobby Portis bowl at 272. Like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. And also the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
Off the court, the nicest guy in the world, which makes the fact that he is crazy eyes on the court all the more wild.
That means he tapped in. You know, he tapped in and he's focused on the task at hand. Yeah. And it's just even funnier watching an almost 7 foot tall dude whoop ass and bowling at the same time. That's
whooping
like,
ass.
Damn, dog.
But then also a nearly 7 foot tall dude, like looking down, leaning down, talking. He had a conversation with my dear sweet mother. Shout out to Mom. And my mom after the fact was like, that is just the nicest young man. He addressed me with the questions. Of course, my mom was peppering him with questions.
Of course.
That's what mothers do. They ask questions.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Kind.
Just kind, polite. But throw that ball up.
Listen,
it's over.
You know who didn't like Bobby Portis trash talk?
Who's this?
Are you gonna make a Nico Mirotic joke right now?
I was gonna let him do it. I was gonna let him walk right into it. Oh,
that's beneath you.
There you go, Joe.
That's beneath.
That's beneath us.
Yeah, that's Joey's first time seeing the hat throw in live.
Every time I still see people making jokes about that, I roll my eyes, ignore it, and move on.
Roll, ignore.
Nico
move.
ran back and continued playing in Europe. You gonna try him?
Oh, sure. Oh, right on.
Not bad.
You were awesome at Frisbee, weren't you?
Nico's fine. Whatever. Bobby's thriving. Bobby's an NBA champion.
Oh, I didn't say it as a slight to Bobby. It was more of a slight to Nico.
No, we get it.
I know, but it is a joke that is meant to, maybe not meant to, and I'm not trying to insinuate that that's what you meant to do, but like demean Bobby in some way.
I hear you.
What do you think he's the first person to ever throw a punch at his teammate in NBA practice? Hello? Draymond did it to Jordan Poole less than a year ago.
Also, I'm cool with what Bobby did, by the way.
I
was going to say, you didn't like it? You know what that got him? Knuckle sandwich.
Hey, that's bad, Joey. That's bad. That's bad.
Let's just say I heard a variety of things from multiple reliable sources.
Team Bobby.
Nico had it coming.
Yeah. I heard those same things.
All right, number eight.
Number eight.
Heard those same
we got to cook. Coming in at number 8, who do we have at number 8? Ooh, man, this one is one of my favorites, and honestly, I may have even put him a spot or two higher. Brad Miller.
Oh, young Bradley.
2 Bull stints, and they were both short-lived.
Yeah.
2000 to 2002.
Yeah.
Then came back 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Was part of that dope-ass team that had the epic series against Boston in the first round in 2009. And, man, watch out if you're trying to talk shit to Brad Miller.
You don't want none of that.
Because you don't want none of that smoke.
You don't want none of that Brad Miller stuff, man. What I like about Brad Miller is he looks exactly like I think he would look right now. If you've seen Brad Miller lately, he looks exactly.
The pictures that came up of him at Joakim's retirement night last season, I was like, this man has been chopping wood in the forest for the last 10 years.
And doing nothing but that.
Yeah.
Chopping wood and drinking brews.
Oh, yeah, drinking brews.
That's all he been doing, dog. That's it. And he looks like, this is what you think Brad Miller would look like right here, man.
He looks like that on the court.
Yes, he
but
was.
Just like in an NBA jersey.
Yes, and please don't forget the fight he had with Shaq.
Dude.
Where he got it with Shaq. All right? He was like, I'm going up against Shaq and trying to take him on,
He stood tall and said, no, F you. To Shaq. Nobody messed with Shaq.
Come on, dog. Who want to? Nobody want to deal with anything with that.
Also, like, if Shaq connected on that punch.
Oh.
Brad Miller might be dead and Shaq might be in jail right now.
This is true, dog. I mean, you heard the wind through the TV screen.
Woo, man.
I mean, he swung, bro. Like, he swung. My God. But he didn't connect. But Brad wasn't scared, is our point. He wasn't scared of it at all. You couldn't come up in there talking crazy to him, which in turn meant you couldn't come in there talking crazy to the Chicago Bulls.
Right.
Because he wasn't having it, dog, and he would talk it right back to you. And he would give it to you also because he was a physical player out there on the floor. And that's why we love Brad Miller.
And he's one of those great big guy protectors throughout Bulls history.
Yeah.
Some other ones of which we will get to as we move through this list. But if they saw their teammate take a shot that they felt was unnecessary or saw one of their smaller, guard teammates getting into it with somebody, Brad Miller would always, without fail, come in and be like, you trying to fight with him? No, you're about to fight with me.
Mm-hmm. Right, me first. Like when the dude's telling you me first, you don't want that dude. Something wrong. Something wrong up there, man. Something wrong, which means there's something right. All right? And shout out to him, man. He was awesome. Love Brad Miller.
Moving along, a guy also from the early post-Dynasty days. Ron Artest coming in at number 7. Meta World Peace. The Panda's friend. As a Bulls fan, I will always and forever I respect his wishes of what he wants to be called. Yes. People can legally change their name or whatever. He will always be Ron Artest to me.
Yes.
And Ron Artest to me was the crazy young scrapper in the NBA trying to make a name for himself who was crazy.
Yeah, but before he was Meta World Peace, he was Ron Artest, Queensbridge. Like, that dude was no games at all. All right, he was a different kind of trash talker to me because he was more like a trash talker who talked it, but he more so was action. He was willing to go there, and I mean there. Wherever you wanted to go, he was going a few miles extra. On top of that, hint malice at the palace.
I was gonna say we're talking about the man who got hit with a cup of ice water.
Boom into the stands, dog, to fight fans. All right, he was going. This is the man who broke Jordan's ribs in playing pickup basketball. Like he's that kind of player, dog. The man who tried to sign up and get a job at Circuit City.
Circuit City
is Ron Artest.
I want a job in between seasons in the off season. Let me get a job at Circuit City.
That's Ron Artest. But he would talk to you because when he was when he was on and playing well, man, doing his thing, he would let you know about it. And you didn't want to talk to Ron Artest.
No.
Because not only was Ron Artest skilled, he had a nice outside game, but the way he was built, the man was built like a truck.
And
all right?
so I often wonder what would have happened if the Bulls committed to Ron longer. I think the Bulls just were a little too skittish around trying to figure out how to get the best out of Ron while also not letting the wild side of Ron get out of control.
He wasn't going to have the right coach, bro.
Right. Like, they just finished dealing with 3 years of Dennis.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, is this a young Dennis that we have on our hands right now?
Floyd.
But like,
right.
I mean, those Indiana years and then even going on to play a very important role for a championship Lakers squad. Like,
huge role.
That dude was a player.
Yeah, man.
And it's kind of sad sometimes to think what could have been if he were like a long-term Bull.
Yeah.
After he worked through some of the stuff in his young adulthood. And like that was like back when NBA players, professional athletes talking about mental health, that was still like taboo.
True.
Ron Artest was clearly going through some stuff in his young adult years trying to figure things out.
True.
And it was just like a lot of it swept under the rug and ignored, and the Bulls got scared of it and traded him.
Yeah. And if you listen, he talks about those things now when he goes on these podcasts and say, like you said, because it's okay to discuss his mental health. And probably he didn't even know what that was at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And how to deal with that. So, yeah, he went through a lot, all right? And it came out of him what was in him.
Right.
And that's what kind of came out of him. But he's in a much better place now, obviously, mentally, and he was just an awesome player. I never thought it was going to work here for the Bulls. Like you said, just coming off the Dennis years, seeing the coaches that they had Are you kidding me? Him and Scott Skiles together?
Yeah.
Things was not going to work out. All right. But he was a ball player. This is an all-star we're talking about, man. Ron Artest could hoop. He can get down, and he would talk to you about it as well, man. So we love Ron Artest.
And like, dude, people were talking about that Pacers team being the odds-on favorites to win the chip that year before the Malice at the Pals happened. And like half their team got suspended.
I like how Matty Les said the anti-P-dub.
The anti-P-dub. Somebody totally with a totally different mindset.
Yeah.
AK saying Ron even scared both Jerrys. Oh, yeah, I mean, that might be why he got traded.
Yeah, very true. Talent is off the charts, man.
All right, let's take our second break real quick. Then we'll come back and get to picks 6 through 1 on our best trash talkers of all time in Bulls history. Today's show also brought to you by our friends at Circle K. Wherever you're going this summer, stop in to your nearest Circle K to stock up on everything you need. Great gas, affordable gas, all the delicious snacks, the fresh brewed coffee, the fountain drinks. And while you're doing that, you're going to get great deals on everything thanks to the new Inner Circle rewards program from Circle K when you download that Circle K app.
Tell me more.
It's a new free membership that you can sign up for just by downloading the Circle K app. It costs you $0.
Zero? It's my
and for
favorite
downloading the app for $0, here's some of the perks.
Talk to me.
25 cents off per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups.
Right.
Once you join the Circle K Inner Circle.
Okay.
Then on some of their select products they offer inside when you're getting your snacks and your bevies, hot, fresh pizza, coffee, ice cold fountain drinks. Every 6th item you're getting for free.
What?
For free.
Free?
With the Circle K Inner Circle app. What? Download it today so that the next time you pass through a Circle K, when you're running errands or when you're setting out on a road trip, you can start taking advantage of all these awesome offers only at Circle K. Head to CircleK.com for details, terms, and conditions apply at participating locations. Download the Circle K app to get deals on deals on deals.
Oh, I like that very, very much. Hey, Joey, if you have time, I wanted to see what one of our people in the chat said. They're now, because of my ad read, they're now going to name their kid Ray.
It's a good, strong name.
Reliable Ray.
Reliable Ray. I'm naming my next son Ray for sure now. Thank you, Tyson.
You know, like,
name your kids Ray.
Raymond Watson is a really good, strong sounding name.
That is.
Right?
Actually, you're right. I feel that. I felt that in my soul.
Good, strong name.
I like that right there. You know what else is strong? Beer. Beer is strong because guess what he got in his hand?
Chile.
Oh, you got a base. That Goose Island. Joey, you got the horn for me or you busy over there? I forgot about Joey Multitask. Joey Multitask.
Joey Multitask.
He always in effect, ready to do his thing, but you know I'm going to keep him on his toes.
Of course.
That's what I do,
Got to keep Joey Tones on his toes.
Joey Twinkle Toes.
Joey Tones and toes.
Joey Twinkle Toes. Got to keep him there. One more time, Joey, because I love you. Thank you very much, sir. The Goose Island Beer Company. They ride with us, man, and we ride with them. Why? Because they're awesome. We think we're awesome. We said, why don't we just be awesome together? They said, cool. Goose Island Beer Company since 1988, y'all. It's the Jordan year. They have so many awesome beers. As you see, my friend is over here drinking the Goose IPA because it's delicious. It is the 6-time medal winner at the Great American Beer Fest. If you've never been to a beer fest, please go. It's fun, I promise. The Tropical Beer Hug, as I call the Herb Lawrence, 9.9% alcohol that is dangerously easy to drink. Herb proved it. How? How did he do it? 3 of them things.
One of the wildest things I've ever seen in my life.
It's just unreal. I still marvel at it. I really do. 312 Wheat Ale, which is the classic. You can see it right there in the background on us, which is the classic. And, of course, the Matt and Big Day favorite, the Full Pocket Pilsner, or Full Pocket Pills, as Matt would say. The everyday beer is what the brewers are drinking, and what the people who are drinking what the brewers are drinking are also drinking. Shout out to the people who are drinking what the brewers are drinking, and the brewers who are making what the people are drinking, and also drinking this drink. Yeah, that makes sense. So, going down to the Goose Island Original Brew House on Clybourne Avenue in Lincoln Park, or from their tap room on Fulton Street in West Town. Either way, you're going to get something delicious, and you're going to get something ultra fresh.
Ultra fresh.
Because it's the Goose Island Beer Company. Chicago's beer, the true taste of Chicago.
Taste.
Taste.
Tasting it right now.
Tasting it now.
Tastes great.
Tastes great. Sounds
Gee,
amazing.
I wonder if there's going to be some Goose Islands at our CHGO Bears tailgate a week from Sunday.
I don't know, Matt. I think we should find out.
Y'all should come and find out.
You should come find out if
The
it will
answer
be.
is yes. There's going to be Goose Island there.
We'll be drinking them.
Moving along on our top 10 trash talkers in Bulls history.
Let's do it.
Number 6, 6 rings, Scottie Pippen.
Scotty
Look,
Pippen.
for everybody talking about the trash talker that MJ was,
Nice picture, Joey.
obviously, people may overlook Scotty on this list.
Yeah.
Scotty could talk shit, man.
Tons of it.
A couple examples that are at the top for me as someone who was there.
Ooh, flex.
In the building.
That's flex.
Game 1, 97 finals. Going up to Karl Malone before those crucial 2 free throws late in the fourth and saying to him, hey, mailman doesn't deliver on Sundays. Karl Malone misses both free throws. MJ hits the game-winning buzzer-beating shot on the other end after those 2 missed free throws. Bulls take a 1-0 lead in the 97 finals. I was there, yelling my head off as a kid. Bye!
That's him.
And Scotty did that. Scotty made that happen. He pulled a DR DeRozan before she was even a twinkle in her daddy's eye. And I love that. And then, of course, the dunk on Ewing, the step over Ewing, and then telling Spike Lee to sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Just a couple of my favorite
Sit your
Scotty
ass down.
puffing his chest out moments.
Yeah. No, they were great. And even after the Bulls, I remember him talking super crazy. Scotty was one of the few players that would go on national television and talk crazy about you. Like Charles Barkley, I remember that. And the stuff he was saying about Charles Barkley made me sit his fat butt down. He can't do anything. Like, he was just supremely disrespectful in a way I don't think I've seen players do.
Right.
Like, Scotty was just the first at a lot of this stuff, man. Like, to have, those sit-downs you would have.
Right.
Scotty would spend 5-10 minutes telling you that you ain't shit. Like, it was wild.
He's still got some of those tendencies, apparently.
He still got a lot of those tendencies.
Yeah.
Did you know Scottie Pippen, that line you said about Karl Malone, he said that was the greatest trash talk line in NBA history. That's what Scotty said. You tell me Scotty, bro. Scotty was like, I'm the man, all right? Scotty, full heel Scotty has been amazing to watch. Heel Scotty has been something to watch, dog. Heel Pip is something else, man. But he said, my trash talk towards Karl Malone was the greatest line in NBA history. That is the quote from young Scottie Pippen, dog. He ain't playing.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Speaking of talking trash, God.
But that's my point. Like, Scotty didn't care. He would talk to you, man. After they got, and it didn't happen until after they got that first title. After they got over that Pistons hump, you couldn't shut Scotty up, man. He was going to be talking crazy all the time, dog. And he earned it, a lot of it, because he was amazing.
Yes. I mean, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Scotty talked a big game, and it was fun to watch. After the early years of getting beat up by the bad boy Pistons, getting over that hump, standing up for himself, and then talking a big game. And what he's been rattling off of the mouth in recent years after Last Dance and him feeling salty about that, some of that's trash talk that you might be off base on some of it. What are you talking about?
Right.
But still respect him on this list.
Yes. I got to have him, dog.
Moving along to number 5. My favorite person in the world, other than Big Dave and Joey, of course, and like my family, I guess. We're putting Joakim Noah in the 5 spot.
Hey!
Some people might say, hey, maybe Joakim deserves to be a little higher on this list.
Joakim.
We'll just wait and see who we have at spots 4 through 1. But, I mean, Big Dave, you and I went to the One City Finals this past weekend.
Shout out.
At the gym on Green Street. And, shout out to One City. Shout out to Joe. It was a wonderful event. We were happy to be there. After the actual One City semifinals and championship game were played, like the little siblings of the guys who were there playing, the teenagers, the guys in their early 20s, they then got their turn to come out onto the court and get some shots up. And Joakim, bless his heart, making time for the kids, just one by one let all these kids who were anywhere from age 4 to 12 take their shot at going at Joe one-on-one from the top of the key. I watched Joakim, while being there for the kids and providing for the kids, talk shit to those kids. Stuffing the ever-loving swats out of these shot attempts from 5- and 6-year-olds, saying, get that out of here. Give me that. Joe is always Joe.
Dude.
And, man, his shit talking when he was on the court back in the day.
Epic. Epic stuff. I mean, you immediately think of LeBron and what his back and forth with LeBron.
You still a little bitch, though.
I mean, just snapping.
That runs on loop in my head all the time.
I see him saying
all the time.
Like, you just saw him. He meant every word of it. He meant every word of that at that moment. He meant every word of that. How about him when he got kicked out the game in Sacramento and told everybody, F you.
Where he gave him the Scarface from half baked.
You're cool.
You're cool.
F you, I'm out.
And with Joe, it wasn't like with Scarface, it was pointing and point. Joe, it was the bird.
It was the bird.
He was giving the bird to everyone in that building.
Everyone the finger. How about even when we were there at the one city and the game is going on, Joe is sitting behind us in the stands. I like it. Let's go. Dude. He's in there. He's into it, dog. Yelling at the court, everybody on there because he wants to see great basketball. But it's a part of the game, bro. You could tell he grew up playing ball on the playground. Like, you could just tell. That's where it came from. Even Terrence Oglesby, I guess last time, when he talked about Joe, he said he talked shit to everybody. Said he talked to the players, talked to the parents, talked to the coaches. Everybody that he could see, he was talking shit to.
Was it his coach in Memphis when he got picked up by the Grizzlies after the Knicks years?
JV Bickerstaff.
Who in some post-game interview was like, yo, Joakim is fucking crazy.
Yes, exactly.
There was like fear in his eyes.
Bro, that is exactly what he said. And I mean, word for word, that is exactly what he said, dog. The games are crazy. Like, it's exactly what he said. And he meant it, all right? The Cleveland line.
Dude.
The line, who wants to go to Cleveland?
You know what I mean?
Cool? No, you think Cleveland's cool? You know what I mean? Hollywood is hell.
And the fact that, like, the question posed to him there, shout out to David Haw, our guy, he's the one who asked the question, do you regret anything you said about the, about the city of Cleveland? Immediately, Joe, no.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Double down. Let me double down real quick on the shit talking I just did about an entire city.
Yes. Dude, how about the Kevin Garnett stories he told? Even after he, when he found out Kevin didn't want to be his friend. Oh, the amount of trash he would let Kevin Garnett have, dog.
Even before the Heatles years. That other time when he was getting teed up on the bench because he was telling LeBron to knock it off because LeBron was like dancing in between free throws at the free throw line.
Yeah,
Joakim was like, I ain't having that. Get the fuck out of here.
It's amazing. Shout out, Joe.
Shout out, Joe. Moving along, we got to tighten this up. Number 4, one of my other all-time favorites. Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, yes.
That dude could talk better trash than most everybody in the league without even having to say much.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He could talk better trash with a look.
Yep.
With a side-eye glance.
Yeah.
I recall him and Frank Brickowski going at it in the 96 finals. And he just turned and pivoted and just stared, feet pointing at him, at Frank Brickowski in, during a free throw.
Yeah.
Just smiling at him.
Yep.
Just smiling at him. Didn't say a word, just smiled at him.
Yep.
Some of the best trash talk I've ever seen.
Yeah, his was always mental and very physical.
Beautiful work.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful
like,
work.
he wasn't really going to yell it at you, but he would get up on you. You know what I'm saying? He would annoy you. He would get in your brain, and you would be kicked out of the game, and you just like, how did I get here? No, he was amazing at it, man. Like, Dennis Rodman was just an amazing psychological guy, man. He was special.
The protector element that we were talking about with Brad Miller earlier, here at number 3, the protector, Charles Oakley. Another 2-stint Bulls guy. People forget, obviously, 85 to 88.
Yeah.
Some of those early Bulls Jordan teams had that one season from 01 to 02 at the end of his career.
Yeah.
The protector of MJ was a young Charles Oakley
monster
who would fight anyone.
Another reason why 34 is like my favorite basketball number was Charles Oakley. Charles, like you said, enforcer. We saw AK in the comments talking about, well, where's Charles Oakley? He was a great trash talker. Well, there's Charles Oakley.
Here we go.
There he is right there. But he was an amazing trash talker, bro. And like you said, also would fight anybody. You come near Mike, it's a fight. All right? Every single time. Ask Scottie Pippen about Charles Oakley, all right? Because Scottie, that's another reason he wasn't talking real crazy, because Charles Oakley was in the locker room and he would slap people for doing those kind of things, because Oak was a wild dude, man. Shout out Charles Oakley.
Abused the hell out of Pip when Pip was a rookie.
I mean, he did, bro.
Man.
Like, there's video.
And then, like, the crazy thing with Oak is he then went on to be a part of that Knicks team that was like a bloody, mean rivalry with the with the Bulls for most of the Dynasty years.
He did.
After that trade for Cartwright.
He did.
But he started as a primo Bulls trash talker.
That's how I remember him was with the Bulls, man. He went to the Knicks. It was a blur. But I remember him definitely with the Bulls, and a great scorer and rebounder on top of that as well, man. He would get you 15 and 12. He would definitely do that.
Number 2, you saw him, if you're of an older generation out there hooping for the Bulls, one of the best to ever do it. If you're a younger generation, you saw him in your living room every night during those pre- and post-game shows. Shout out and RIP coming in at number 2 on Bulls Trash Talkers, Norman Lear. Stormin' Norm.
Stormin'.
Man.
Norman. Van Lear.
48 minutes of intensity.
Intensity.
Our guy Jake says that to us every other day.
Every other day. Every other day. He's going to say it a lot on that tailgate.
Speaking of, like, just like Stacy likes to talk shit in the broadcast booth, Norm, I got to know Norm as a kid talking shit from the broadcast booth.
Yeah.
And
That's how I got to know it. Yeah. I learned it because my older brothers saw it play, and they was like, oh, yeah, he talked plenty of shit all the time. They were like, all the time. Norm was always talking on the floor. So imagine getting beat up because he was a physical dude. Then he played defense, all right? So imagine getting that, and then he's talking to you on top of that. That has to be demoralizing. You know what I'm saying? And along with Jerry Sloan, who wasn't a real talker. He was more of a quiet guy.
Right.
But Norm was the one who was going to tell you about it, dog. And he didn't play. And like you said, it carried over to the booth because that's what we got. That's what we all really knew him and loved him for, was being in that booth.
And that's like when I was a kid watching these Bulls games, pre- and post-game coverages, like what I loved about Norm is that dude was always real as hell with his trash talk.
True.
If the Bulls pissed him off that night, he would talk shit to the Bulls.
He sure did.
If the opposing team did some sketchy stuff that pissed him off, he would talk shit to them. If the refs had a bad night, he would shit talk the refs. It didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Who deserved the shit talking that night? Norm sent it their way.
That's right.
And I always respected that about him.
You gotta respect that. That's why we like Ozzy. Shout out to Norm, man.
Ozzy and that Sox crew. Number 1.
Of course.
The mutually agreed upon by everyone in the Milky Way galaxy.
From North Carolina,
the greatest trash talker maybe in all of sport.
Six. That's fair.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Hey!
At the number 1 spot.
Number 1. Winner.
Like, obviously there's so many. I like the Mel Turpin one.
Oh.
When they were like, pick on somebody your own size.
Yes, classic.
And then the next time down the floor, he dunked on Mel Turpin, who's like 8 feet tall.
Yes.
And he said, is he big enough?
Is he? It's insane.
Or LeBradford Smith.
That's my favorite.
Good game, Mike. Made it up.
Right.
Made up trash talk to then talk trash talk back to somebody.
One of my favorite ones is Reggie Miller told a story of his rookie season when he was playing in the preseason.
And Reggie had a good first half.
Balling out in the preseason and said he started talking mad shit to Mike. Like, you ain't nothing. I'm here and I'm the man. He said Mike just looked at him and was like, okay. Second half, he had 2 points. And Mike had 40. All right? Pre-season. And Mike told him, welcome to the NBA, rookie. This is how it goes, all right? Hey, man, look, you don't run
And then didn't he say, on top of that, don't you ever again talk shit to Black Jesus?
Don't you ever talk to Black Jesus like this. Don't you ever blasphemy. Don't you ever speak to Black Jesus this way. Oh, how about even off the court? How about Corey Benjamin?
Dude.
How about showing up at the gym because Corey Benjamin was talking crazy and whooping his ass, talking to him the whole time. Told him to look around. You see these banners up here? These banners, this is mine. I did all this. Give me the ball up.
Like another Ahmad Rashad following the Dream Team around in '92.
Oh,
and MJ's walking through the hotel lobby with his golf clubs, clearly about to go play 72 holes of golf.
Yes.
And Ahmad's like, all right, tight game. Last shot. Who's taking the last shot?
Classic.
And MJ looks at him like, me.
Right.
That's a stupid effing question.
Right. And walked off with his golf bag. Like nothing, man.
A team of the best basketball players ever assembled. Give me the damn rock.
Me.
I've seen people in the comments, we're almost out of time, talking about honorable mentions. A couple that I've seen in the comments, people are talking about Pat Bev, short Bulls tenure, but worth an honorable mention. Rajon Rondo, short Bulls tenure, worth an honorable mention.
Horace Grant.
I know you also wanted to mention Ricky Sobers from back in the day.
Yes.
Who damn near killed Rick Barry.
Yes.
Not while he was with the Bulls. I think that's when he was, it was the conference finals against Golden State. He was playing for Phoenix.
Yeah.
But man, Ricky Sobers.
No, Ricky
from
Sobers,
the stories I've read.
Yeah, and Quentin Daly also as well. But yeah, those two were some big trash talkers.
George Gervin
would talk.
Tail end of his year of his career with the Bulls.
He talked.
He was a talker. I just saw I got some love from the Bulls archive accounts on social today.
Okay.
Nate Robinson.
Oh, Nate, yeah.
In that one season and that one playoff series against Brooklyn.
Yep.
Man.
Plenty of mess.
Man.
Plenty of mess.
Talk that shit.
Talk it. Yes.
Also, Jimmy Butler.
Oh, yes.
He became
Jimmy
a
Butler.
bigger trash talker after he left the Bulls.
Correct.
But when he started to, like, his prove it year, where he was like, I'm going to turn down this contract, bet on myself, most improved player award, all-star.
Right.
Jimmy started talking.
He did. He started running his mouth a little bit. He started feeling himself. I mean, he started getting, those accolades and those awards and those all-star games.
Right.
So shout out to him. Yeah, he did his thing. But yeah, Jimmy, honorable mention for sure. And I said Horace Grant. Yeah, Horace Grant would talk. Cliff Levingston, also a talker, you know what I mean, for the Bulls as well. But yeah, man. They had some guys.
Also, a little shout out to Kirk Heinrich. Not a big trash talker, but didn't back down from a fight. Speaking of Rajon Rondo.
Yay. Great.
This was fun.
Yeah, good times.
We maybe we'll do a couple more of these throughout the offseason. Top 10 rankings. Hope you all enjoyed this one. I saw somebody in the comments request maybe we could do top 10 worst trash talkers in Bulls history. Number 1, Cameron Payne.
Oh, why you want to bring him back?
I'm sorry, tied for first, Cameron Payne and Denzel Valentine.
Oh, Denzel's one. Denzel's one. Denzel's got to be the one. All right.
Strutting around after making a 3 in a game that don't matter because your team has 16 wins in March.
We didn't have time to put them up, but I'll put mine up on whatever they're calling Twitter or X.
Our respective lists were slightly different from one another.
I'll put those
This is
up.
our mutually agreed upon list.
Yeah. I'll put that up on social media.
It may not surprise you to know that my list had Joakim a little higher.
Mine as well.
Shocker.
Mine too.
But I did give Jimmy credit. I put Jimmy at number 10 on my list.
Jimmy did not make my list.
Stacy
was higher on my list.
Jimmy did not make it on my list.
Yeah, Stacy was definitely higher on my list.
I dig it.
Yeah.
All right, that is out of time.
Yes.
That is it. We are out of time.
You're out of time.
We will be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. kickoff for our show tomorrow, Chicago time, back in studio. And we'll continue to have some fun. And in the meantime, you can follow Dave on Twitter, BWL Sports. I'm Bulls_Peck. Our pound producer is Joey Spathis.
Hey.
At Joey Spathis. Some
Joey
folks
1K.
call him Joey 1K.
Hey.
After today, some people might start calling him Joey Tones.
Joey Tones.
We are CHGO_Bulls. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe. Die Hard discount.
Yeah.
Clock is ticking. Sign up today on our website where also that CHGO merch sale is going on. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Until then, G-Red, be good.
Peace.